How to level up your self-confidence, the phases to full self-awareness. Everyone knows those people who just radiate confidence. They walk into a room, smile, and suddenly you think, wow, they really seem to have life figured out. But what exactly is self-confidence? And how do you develop it, step by step? Today, we'll dive into the science behind self-awareness, ego, and personality, with humor, a little anime flair, and zero new age fluff. The basics: what is self-confidence? Self-confidence is much more than just liking yourself. It's the ability to have a clear understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, and values, and to make decisions based on that. Psychologically, it means being aware of who you are and how you affect others, and being able to reflect on it. Neurologically, self-confidence is a fascinating interplay of brain areas. The prefrontal cortex allows us to think about ourselves, analyze past experiences, and plan future actions. At the same time, the default mode network becomes active when we introspect or navigate our sense of identity. On a social level, self-confidence shapes how we interact in groups. Being self-aware helps us set boundaries, take responsibility, and build authentic relationships. In short, self-confidence is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger and more stable it becomes. The phases of self-confidence development. Phase 1, Basic Awareness. In this first phase, we start to recognize that we have a unique personality separate from others. We begin questioning ourselves and experience our first moments of uncertainty. Typical thoughts might include, am I really who I think I am, or just what others see? This phase is full of curiosity as we start discovering our own identity. Phase 2, Self-acceptance. In the second phase, acceptance takes center stage. We learn to embrace both our strengths and our weaknesses. Constant comparison with others loses importance, and we develop a calmer, more balanced relationship with ourselves. It's like finally being at peace with your reflection in the mirror, not perfect, but steady. Phase 3, Active Self-confidence. Now comes the phase where self-confidence is actively lived. Decisions are made based on your own values, not just on what others expect. You learn to set boundaries, say no, and take responsibility for your life. The result is a deep sense of inner strength, stability, and control over your own path. Phase 4, Highest Self-confidence, Self-transcendence. In this phase, you enter a kind of self-transcendence. You see yourself in a broader context, recognizing connections between yourself, society, and even universal patterns. The ego loses dominance, and you experience a clear, authentic version of yourself. Humorously put, you're like a Jedi, only without the lightsaber, most of the time. Scientifically speaking, mechanisms of development. The development of self-confidence is strongly linked to neuroplasticity. Every act of self-reflection and conscious examination strengthens neural connections in the prefrontal cortex, making us more flexible and self-assured. Interactions with others act as mirrors, helping us recognize our strengths and weaknesses and adjust our behavior. Practices like meditation and mindfulness also activate networks that enhance self-awareness and emotional regulation. Finally, experiences, especially challenging ones, drive growth. Every hurdle we overcome and every uncertainty we navigate contributes to long-term stability and depth of self-confidence. The psychological dimension. Self-confidence is not a fixed state, it fluctuates depending on mood, environment, and experiences. Highest self-confidence doesn't mean egocentrism, it means authentic self-leadership. You act with reflection, make conscious decisions, and stay stable even when life is chaotic. Humorously put, you're not perfect, but you're solid enough to know that a burnt piece of toast doesn't determine your existence. Conclusion. Self-confidence is a journey, not a destination. Each phase brings you closer to yourself and to a kind of inner freedom that few other things can replace. So practice, reflect, fail, laugh, and stay curious, Senpai.